Every day in the mirror I see a woman, and every time I look in mama I see that woman, a wonderful woman, an African woman, mother of nature, beautiful woman, beautiful woman. But you're my whole vet to say, wonderful woman, beautiful woman, beautiful woman. Every day in the mirror I see a woman, and every time I look in mama I see that woman, a wonderful woman, an African woman, mother of nature, beautiful woman, beautiful woman. But you're my whole vet to say, wonderful woman, beautiful woman,
Let's appreciate the regimental band. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. You're all looking beautiful. You're welcome to the International Women's Day celebration, and the Ghana Revenue Authority is honoring this day through this gathering. Yearly, the international community celebrates outstanding women, virtuous women, courageous women like yourselves. I'm still waiting for your own applause, please. And I repeat, we celebrate outstanding women, virtuous women, courageous women, women of substance like yourself. And this year we are doing that under the theme, Give to Gain. Give to gain. Women give us so much. As girls, we give up our girlhood opportunities to serve at home, helping mama in the kitchen, whilst our brothers have the time to study. As young ladies, we become assistant wives, helping mama take care of the home and everybody. Especially, unfortunately, let me say, if mama passes on early, we tend to take care of our siblings and everybody. Then as we go through life, we hope to find Prince Charming. Finally, we find someone who will give us all the love and yet to pour into us. Sometimes those dreams are short-lived. Then we have our children coming in. We give up our time, our education, our comfort, our belongings. Some mama will have to sell clothes for their children just to ensure our children have the very best. Women give us so much. So this year, whilst the international community celebrates you, we're considering reciprocity, we're considering women investment, we're considering women supporting women, sister being there for sister, growing together, loving each other, being there for others. And for whatever you give off this year based on the theme, you will definitely gain. So I'd like you to say to the sister seated next to you, or whoever, if you don't have anyone seated next to you, like doctor, just say to yourself, I'm giving off and I'm gaining. I'm giving off and I'm gaining. Whatever I'm giving, I will gain. I'll give to myself and I will gain. I'll give to GRA and I will gain. You're good students. Applaud yourselves. Thank you so much. We zoom into this program with an opening prayer. We need heaven's covering, heaven's blessing. And to do us the honors, we invite Chief Revenue Officer Vida Kwenu from the Accra West Area Office. Let's appreciate Madam Vida as she comes to give us the opening prayer. Thank you. Shall we please stand? Unto the Lord be the glory, great done. Great things he has done. Greater things he will do unto the Lord. Be the glory. Great things he has done. Father, we want to thank you for this beautiful International Women's Day celebration. Even as we are about to begin this program, we thank you for the lives of women that you have raised to bring the nation this far. And so I want to commit this program to your hands. All that are here, all personalities, the Father, you will be with us even as we celebrate today's day. We are here to give and gain. And so take absolute control. All facilitators, all personalities that are here, Father, bless each and everyone who has made time to be here. That at the end of the day, Father, we will be blessed. This and many more we ask through the name. Amen. Thank you for the powerful prayer. Please let's appreciate Madam once more. In our midst today are some distinguished guests who are here to support women supporting women and our International Women's Day celebration. Excuse me. This is what women go through sometimes. Our papers are flying off, our wigs are flying off, everything is flying off, but we always maintain posture and composure. We want to appreciate the presence of the Commissioner DTLD, Dr. Martin Kubu Yamboriga. Sir, we are grateful. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Thank you. This is a father and a boss here to celebrate with us. We have a Deputy Commissioner HR, the boss lady, the mama herself, Madam Amma Randolph. Please let's appreciate our beautiful mommy. Thank you so much. We love you, Madam. We also appreciate and acknowledge the presence of Deputy Commissioner CPA, Madam Flores Asante. Auntie Flores, thank you so much for all you do for the women of GRA. God bless you. We have another boss and father here, Mr. Alphonse Quendo, Head of Post Clearance Audit. Boss, thank you for celebrating with us. We have Mr. David Debo, Assistant Commissioner, Employee Relations and Wellbeing. Thank you. You're indeed in charge of well-being. You came to make sure the women are very well taken care of. We also acknowledge the presence of Madam Efra Chinubuakodia, the Head of Internal Affairs. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Will please continue with the introduction as and when we receive them. We'll take the welcome address. Why are we here? To be welcome, to know why we are celebrating today. And we are so honored, and the most appropriate person to do that for us is the Deputy Commissioner Human Resource, Madam Amma Randolph. Let's appreciate Madam Amma. Thank you so much, Madam. Please keep clapping as she comes. Yes, please, I'll help you. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome, man. Okay. Okay. No, we'll be fine. Okay, good morning to all of us ladies and our fine gentlemen here. No one is crazy. All right. Um, Commissioner General's representative here, Commissioner DCIG, Deputy Commissioners, Management and Staff, GRA Ladies Club members, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's a great privilege to welcome you all to the celebration of International Women's Day 2026. This year's theme, GIVETOGAIN, invites us to reflect on everyday contributions that we make, the time we share, the support we offer, the ideas we nurture, and the care we give to our families, friends, and taxpayers. These are not small acts, they are seeds, and in giving them, we gain something powerful in return. New pathways for growth, greater confidence, and a deeper sense of who we are and what we can become. In Ghana, we have taken a bold step towards achieving this vision. The passage of the Affirmative Action, the Gender Equity Act 2024, Act 1121, is a landmark moment in our nation's efforts to address historical gender imbalances. The law aims to secure 30% female representation in key public decision-making roles by 2026 and 50% by 2034. If we look at other stats at GRA currently, we have females representing 35% of the staff count and 27% of management staff. So it means that at least with regards to the targets for 2026, we have passed the 30%. But with regards to key decision-making roles, which would be in the management class, we are still a little way behind 27%. So we would task the men amongst us to also support us women to nurture, coach, and mentor to push women up to at least about 35% within a year. Okay. All right. So to give a little bit of insight into the act, what it does is that it mandates compliance from both public and private institutions and reinforces national commitment to fairness, inclusion, and equal opportunity. This legislative milestone aligns powerfully with today's celebration and with our long-term pursuit of justice and equity for all women. As you are aware, last year's theme, Accelerate Action, urged us to fast-track progress towards gender equality. In that spirit, the authority proudly supported the female hockey team during the African Championship held in Egypt. Their triumph, winning the ultimate prize, reaffirmed their dominance in the sports. That is acceleration to the highest pinnacle and a testament to what women can achieve when supported and empowered. I can go on to mention the extraordinary work women are doing across the authority in customs, support services, Office of CG departments and units, and the Domestic Tax Revenue Division. In our union groups, the GIA Ladies Club and other associations within and beyond this institution. Leadership. With regards to leadership, women have shown across the ranks resilience and commitment and continue to move this organization forward. Currently, we are putting in place and participating in comprehensive initiatives to empower more women to continue learning and to confidently pursue leadership positions. This year's celebration is not only about words, it is about action and well-being, because empowerment is not complete without the tools, opportunities, and support systems that allow women to rise. There is a quote from Mother Teresa: "The Catholic nun and Nobel Peace Prize laureate in 1979. That captures the spirit of today beautifully. It is not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. This is the heart of GIVETOGAIN. It is about intention, compassion, and the courage to show up even when it is not easy. When we give, with love, we gain strength, clarity, and a deeper understanding of what it means to impact lives. Let me reiterate that as part of this year's International Women's Day activities, there will be free health screening provided by the Spinal Clinic, as well as an insightful talk on autoimmune diseases, a silently dangerous and often under-discussed health issue. Women face higher levels of stress in their daily activities, and it is therefore important that we create awareness of these critical but often overlooked conditions. Research indicates that approximately 80% of people diagnosed with autoimmune diseases are women, with autoimmune conditions affecting about 8% of the total population of women. These diseases, now the fourth leading cause of disability in women, occur at a rate roughly 4 times higher in women than in men. The source is the APA style. Autoimmune diseases and gender differences, Kirk Medicine of USC. That's the source of the research. It is important to note that autoimmune diseases often create invisible disabilities, meaning that there may be no obvious physical signs that someone is ill. This is worrying, isn't it? The Human Resource Department under its Employee Relations and Wellbeing Unit will incorporate awareness of this disease as part of this comprehensive wellbeing program. It reflects our belief that empowerment includes a physical well-being and that a healthy workforce is a thriving workforce. To our cherished men, present here and beyond, Archbishop Desmond Tutu once said, "It is by standing up for the rights of girls and women that we truly measure up as men." This is the call we extend to our men today. Your support matters. Your advocacy, your allyship, and your willingness to stand with women are essential. Are essential to building a stronger, more inclusive organization. When women support women, entire communities rise. As we celebrate today, I encourage each of us to honor not only what we give to others, but also what we give to ourselves. Investing in your well-being, your learning, and your personal growth is not selfish, it is necessary. Because when you rise, you create spaces for others to rise with you. On behalf of the Human Resource Department and the GI Ladies Club, I thank you for your dedication, your authenticity, and the many quiet and bold ways you contribute to our revenue organization. Your voice matters, your presence matters. Together, we will continue to build a workplace where every woman is seen, valued, protected, and empowered. Thank you for being here. I wish us all a meaningful, uplifting, and inspiring celebration. Thank you. Let's appreciate Madam. Hear what Madam said to me that is making me laugh. Please let's appreciate the Deputy Commissioner Human Resource. Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll take some more acknowledgements. We'd like to appreciate the presence of Madam Hawa Yeboah, Head of Transformation. Thank you for coming, Madam. Thank you. Madam Celestine Annan, Head of Finance. Thank you, Madam. Thank you. We acknowledge the presence of Dr. Burago Enki-Ejay, Head of Customer Experience. We also appreciate the presence of Akwesibe Fiwiafe, the Technical Assistant to the Commissioner General. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you. We also acknowledge the presence of Dr. Elizabeth Sapi. We acknowledge the presence of Madam Winifred Odoy. Please, all our assistant commissioners, please do give us a wave. All our assistant commissioners, please. It's quite a lot of them, so if we miss capturing you. And our chief collectors, if I missed you, please let's appreciate them. Let's appreciate all their presence. Thank you so much. We'll take your remarks from the Ladies Club. Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your honor as I invite to the podium the president of GRA Ladies Club, Mrs. Nyoma Nyombu. She used to be Auntie Vivian, but she dared me not to mention Auntie Vivian today. Please let's appreciate her once more.
One, the best man for the job. GRA, Ghana first. Our distinguished Commissioner General's rep, respected management of Ghana Revenue Authority, honored guests, executives and members of GRA Ladies Club, our supportive gentlemen, and all wonderful women present here today. Good morning. It is with great pride and deep gratitude that I stand before you today as the National President of the GRA Ladies Club to celebrate International Women's Day. A day that recognizes the strength, resilience, and invaluable contributions of women across the world. Today is not a celebration, it is a reminder that women have always been the backbone of our families, our communities, and our nation. There is a powerful Ghanaian proverb. Today I'll be more Akan than I am Obrefo. So permit me to speak the Akan even though it's not good. Meaning it is a woman who gives back to the nation. This simple wisdom reminds us that women are not only builders of homes, but also builders of society and future. With the Ghana Revenue Authority women continue to play vital roles in driving revenue mobilization and supporting economic growth of our beloved country. From the courts to the officers, from audits to enforcement, from administration to leadership, women of GRA continue to demonstrate professionalism, competence, and dedication. And this is why the GRA Ladies Club remains very important. Our club is not just a social platform. It is a platform for empowerment, mentorship, unity, and support for women within the authority. We believe strongly in the Ghanaian wisdom that says, in some as we are, one hand cannot lift a load. Let me say it in my language. We're going to try to go through it. When women support women, we achieve more than we could ever alone. Today, I would also like to use the opportunity to express our sincere appreciation to Commissioner General and the management of the Ghana Revenue Authority for the tremendous support that GRA Ladies Club has enjoyed over the years. I believe you can see our women in beautiful pink. Some of them are in pink. Let's appreciate our commissioner. In fact, though it's just 1 year, if you were here, I would have done on behalf of Commissioners DTRD. Take your greetings. God bless you. Our women say, are you cool? We appreciate you deeply. Your encouragement, recognition, and willingness to support our initiatives have given the women of this authority the confidence and platform to grow, lead, and contribute meaningfully to the institution. We are deeply grateful for your belief in the capacity of women within GRA. Your support has strengthened our voice, our unity, and our impact. Another Ghanaian proverb says, it is not wrong to go back for whatever you have forgotten. Today we remember the many women who came before us, women who worked hard, sacrificed, and broke barriers so that we could stand where we are today. We had ladies club leadership who really fought for us, and those women, we can never forget them. And we must honor them not only with words, but with actions. To the young women within GRA and beyond, let me say this, the younger generation, the Jay-Z's, this is for you. Believe in yourself, invest in your growth, step forward with confidence. Do not allow doubt or stereotype to limit your dreams. If the future needs women who are bold, women who are innovative, women who are compassionate leaders. And to our men who stand with us, we thank you for being partners in progress. Gender equality is not women's issue alone. It is a shared responsibility. When women succeed, families succeed. When families succeed, institutions succeed. And when institutions succeed, our nation succeed. As we celebrate this International Women's Day, let us renew our commitment to lifting one another, mentoring the next generation, and creating opportunities for every woman to thrive. Let the GRA Ladies Club continue to be a symbol of unity, strength, and excellence within the authority. Together we rise, together we inspire, together we build a stronger Ghana. And as another Ghanaian proverb wisely reminds us, a single tree standing alone can be broken by the wind. In relation to this year's theme, give to gain. When we stand together, women and men, nothing can break us. Happy International Women's Day to all the amazing women here today and our men counterparts. Thank you very much, and may God bless Ghana Revenue Authority and our beloved nation Ghana. Thank you.
God indeed bless our nation, Ghana. Let's appreciate Madam again. Would like to acknowledge the presence of a woman who has stood for womanhood. She's passionate about women empowerment, the growth and support of women. Ladies and gentlemen, let's acknowledge the presence of Madame Georgina Zane, AC10. Madame, we love you. We say God bless you for all you do for women, for the encouragement, for the support, teaching us to be fearless. We say God bless you. Let's also appreciate the presence of Madame Dunia Mawulu, Head of Public Education and Media Relations. Madame Dunia, thank you so much, and I love you. We also acknowledge the presence of Madame Felicia Apalu Nuwako, Head Publication, Publicity and Reputation Management. Madam, to give us a wave. Thank you so much. Auntie Felicia and Madame Georgina were here very early to make sure everything was right and for the program to kickstart. We acknowledge that. We take a brief musical interlude from the regimental band. I think it should be something we can dance to and appreciate ourselves and celebrate the day. So band, kindly do us the honors. Ladies, kindly take the floor. Yeah, also. Various local executive and also join the beautiful ladies. Everybody join us. Appreciating God, giving us the strength to do what we do. Please, a resounding round of applause. Wow. Wow, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Those who sang into my mind, God bless you. Those who only go to church and they are going to the dancing, God bless you too. That was beautiful. And you see that smile on your face. You are living with it forever. Amen. 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 Thank you. May you always be happy as you work with GRA, as you live for yourself, as you give off. May you always be fulfilled and God fill your life with so much blessing. Amen. We'll take a keynote address from the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Mr. Anthony Kwesi Sapon. But instead, we have the Commissioner B.T. Aldu to do that honors. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Martin Kabiru Yamboriga. Thank you.
So let me first of all, on behalf of the management of the Domestic Tax Revenue Division of GRA, congratulate you on this International Women's Day. Congratulations to you, wonderful women. Oh, I say congratulations to you. All right, so I had a phone call from the Commissioner General this morning, and he's taking some days off, but he gave the assurance that because of the importance he attaches to this day, he will still pass by the office this morning for the program before he get back home. Later on, a lot of things didn't work for him, and he asked that I read his speech for him. So I'm just going to read exactly what he said. So if I address myself as Commissioner General, then because I'm saying his words. So the distinguished ladies of the Ghana Revenue Authority, management staff of GRA, good morning. So it is both a privilege and a deeply personal honor to stand before you today on the occasion of International Women's Day 2026, a day the world has marked for over a century, and one that still calls us to do more, to be more, and to give more. This year's global theme is Give to Gain. At first glance, those three words may seem simple, but when you sit with them, truly sit with them, they carry a profound truth that the most enduring gain in life, in leadership, and in nation building come not from what we keep, but from what we freely give. Giving is not subtraction. It is, in every meaningful sense, a multiplication. And if there is one institution that to understand the power of that equation, it is GRA. We are in the business of revenue. We speak the language of returns of growth, of value. But today, I want us to reckon with a different kind of return. The return that comes when we invest deliberately, generously, courageously in the women who serve in this nation through this authority. When I assumed the role of Commissioner General, I set before us 6 transformational pillars. They were not chosen at random. They represent the architecture of the institution we are building together. I want us to see clearly how this year's theme speaks directly to the heart of that vision. Let me begin with people and culture, the very first pillar. Because people are always the foundation, Give to Gain asks us a pointed question. What are we giving our women? What are we giving them? Are we giving them mentorship that goes beyond formality? Are we giving them seats at tables where decisions are made, not as tokens, but as architects of strategy? Are we giving them the psychological safety to lead boldly, to speak truth, and to move forward without fear? Because when we give women an environment where they truly belong, what we gain is a culture of excellence, of loyalty, and of innovation that no policy document alone can produce. Think about revenue growth, our second pillar. There is an overwhelming evidence globally and right here in Ghana that when women are economically empowered and professionally elevated, institutions perform better. Revenue targets are not met by systems alone. They are met by people, motivated, respected, and well-supported people. When we give women equal opportunity to lead revenue mobilization effort, when we invest in their capacity to manage, to strategize, and to innovate, we gain not incrementally, but exponentially. That is not sentiment. That is sound institutional economics. Our third pillar, technology and innovation, is the round where the conversation becomes more urgent. Globally, the gender gap in technology remains wide. If we are serious about digital transformation, and we are, then we must be equally serious about ensuring that women are not just users of technology we deploy, but designers, leaders, and decision making in how technology is shaped. Give women access to tech training, to digital leadership roles, to innovation labs, and sandbox programs. What you gain is technology that serves all taxpayers better because it was built by teams that reflect the diversity of people we serve. And when we come to data and insight, our fourth pillar, giving means something very specific. It means giving visibility. It means aggregating our data, understanding where the gaps are, knowing how many women occupy leadership positions, how many are in the technological role, how many are being promoted, and at what pace. You cannot face what you refuse to measure. And when we give ourselves the ownership of that data, we gain the clarity to act with precision and purpose. Operational efficiency, our fifth pillar, thrives on collaboration, on trust, and on the removal of unnecessary barriers. Every time a woman in this authority has to work twice as hard as to earn half the recognition, we lose efficiency. Every time talent is overlooked because of bias, conscious or unconscious, our operations suffer. But when we give fairness, when we give processes that are equitable and transparent, what we gain is leaner, stronger, more agile institutions. And finally, public trust and confidence, our safe pillar. And in many ways, the pillar that holds the others together. The Ghanaian public trust institution that reflect them. When taxpayers see women visibly, credible leadership roles within this authority, it sends a powerful message that this is an institution that values merit, that practices what it preaches, and that believes in the full participation of all people. Give representation, give voice, give credibility, and what you gain is something that no advertising company can buy: genuine public trust. So you see, give to gain is not just a slogan, it is a leadership philosophy, it is an operational imperative, and for us it is deeply personal. To the women of this authority, I see you. I see the ones who arrive very early and leave late. I see the one who just failed audit and family responsibility without complaint. I see the one who mentor quietly, who lead without titles, who hold team together with grace and grace. You are not the future of this institution. You are the present, and this institution will only be as strong as the investment we make in you today. To the men, that is my assignment here in this venue, I say this with all sincerity. Give to gain is your invitation to advocate, amplify, make space. The advancement of women is not a zero-sum game. When women rise, organizations rise. When women lead, nations prosper. What you give in all shape, you will gain in the strength of the team around you. Let me close with this. A Ghanaian proverb teaches us that it is the one who plants the tree that enjoys the shade. Today, I am asking all of us to plant mentorship, plant opportunity, plant equity, plant courage, plant belief, because the shade we create will not only shelter us, it will shelter generations of women who will carry this authority and this nation forward. Happy International Women's Day. Let's give generosity without reservation so that together we all gain. Thank you, and may God bless you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Wow.
Such an insightful speech. Please, let's appreciate Doug again. So, Commissioner General and Commissioner SSD, we say thank you, sir, for your speech. Thank you for seeing us. Thank you for your willingness to invest in us. I think your speech should be published for further read of every lady here. We need to keep reading and reading again. Please, let's appreciate him again. Thank you so much, sir. We delve into the health segment, and this segment we are going to take a talk, and then the health screening will also be going on concurrently. So the coordinators will come to you, they'll prompt you so you can go in for your health screening. It's going to be one after the other, very well coordinated, so we don't miss the important talk as well. Okay, so for our dignitaries, our Commissioner General and Commissioner SSD, and our honorable men, Mr. Bessie here, who would like to take a tour through the health screening day. We'd like to see what we are going to do. So Doc and Mr. Bessie and our dignitaries would like to do that. And it will be honored to have you join us again for the health talk. We'll be honored and would appreciate it. But if for any reason, because of your busy schedule, you would like to proceed, we would also appreciate it and say thank you. So if our bosses, together with the Commissioner DTLD, will take a tour. For all our dignitaries, all of us will sit. They'll be accompanied by the President of the Ladies Club. Whilst they are at it, we'll introduce our resource person and carry on with the program. The topic for the health talk is autoimmune diseases. And the speaker is Miss Mina Ham of Oyemam Autoimmune Foundation. Miss Mina Ham. Her profile is a very interesting one. Please give me the audience. Madam Emma Ham, aka Sweetness, is the Executive Director of Oyemam Autoimmune Foundation. She is a lupus survivor and an ambassador. Having personally suffered from lupus and other autoimmune conditions, understanding the struggles and agonies of many life-threatening flares, as well as the values of good quality of life, Sweetness has dedicated herself, as God will enable her, to create awareness, advocate, counsel, educate, as well as raise funds to support people with autoimmune conditions. She is a communications consultant who had to resign from her career due to unpleasant burden of lupus. She continues to use all opportunities as she gets to share God's love and brighten the corner where she is. She holds a master's degree in communication studies from the University of Ghana. As part of her contribution to society, Sweetness co-founded Oyemam Autoimmune Foundation, a non-profit organization that aims to educate, support people with autoimmune diseases, particularly lupus in Ghana and beyond. She's passionate about issues relating to women, children, governance, agriculture, and the environment. She enjoys singing, listening to music, dancing, reading, sports, etc. Sweetness is a Christian, a wife, and a mother. Sweetness is proud of her nationality as a Ghanaian, and in accordance with the national mantra, freedom and justice. Her ultimate desire is to positively impact her society through any appropriate means. Ladies and gentlemen, with a standing ovation for a survivor of lupus, please, let's give her a standing ovation. Let's welcome Madam Emma Ham, aka Sweetness, with a sounding round of applause. Oh, let's appreciate her. Let's appreciate her. Thank you. Ladies of GRA, honor you and appreciate you. You have the floor. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good morning, distinguished GRA family. and happy International Women's Day. It's a very, very big honor for me to be here. I'm seeing a few known faces, and I'm a customs baby. I grew up at the airport barracks. I used to come to the head office where my mom used to work for so many years. And I'm grateful as we honor women for the opportunity to also honor her, because she has been my strong pillar through my battles with autoimmune diseases. We want to thank all the women here for the role that she played. I want to also thank the leaders for this invitation. It demonstrates commitment to the welfare of our women and shows that it's not just about coming to collect revenue, but you're a person first before what you can do. So can we clap for our leaders? God bless you. I titled my presentation "The Unknown Menace." And this talk comes under the Lupus Awareness Campaign, which the Women Autoimmune Foundation has been running for the past 10 years. So the situation in Ghana, there is very low awareness about lupus and autoimmune diseases in the country. Lupus is very common in Ghana, but many people don't know. And there are reasons for this: the low awareness, the inadequate healthcare resources, even for diagnosis, and our social practices and beliefs. There's also the need for national policy for equitable autoimmune healthcare, because currently there is none. I still have in my possession my urine sample, which I sent to the lab some weeks ago, and I was denied service because the insurance company says we will not cover for autoimmune services. So I asked them, if I came to the lab with this same sample and it was under a different diagnosis, will you pay for it? They said yes. And that shows the discrimination that autoimmune patients face in the country. So when you have it, you are practically on your own. So how does suffering from an autoimmune disease affect our ability to live our values of integrity, fairness, professionalism, and teamwork? I copied these values from your website. So I want you to ponder on it for a few seconds as we talk about autoimmune diseases. A little bit about Women Autoimmune Foundation, please. So we do advocacy, we do a lot of educational activities, creating awareness and raising, and also raising funds to support healthcare. Like I said, the NHI doesn't support our medications, and recently the Mahama Care, we were fortunate to be included under chronic diseases, but we are way at the bottom when you look at the bill. It's your right to ask questions, and so please take your healthcare into your hands as your primary job. Healthy diet, exercise, rest, avoiding stress, which is the #1 trigger of autoimmune diseases, taking supplements, detoxifying the body. I believe that for all those who drive, you do periodic servicing of the vehicles. Change oil, sometimes you change tires because of puncture or other thing. That's the same thing. The body is the vehicle that's carrying the spirit. And so we go through all these, work stress and all of that. We need to take time to distress. If you can't even go for a vacation somewhere, you can find a time, create your own distressing vacation so that you can revitalize the body as it is. And then there's also something called grounding, which you can read more about and practice. It's about walking barefoot on either grass, plants, or the raw soil so that the waves in the body and the earth can synchronize. There is a healing therapy in that. There's also music therapy which can be used. So we have to read more about these and explore all of them because we can't exhaust in one sitting. And there's a lot of counseling that is needed because of the mental health impact of lupus and autoimmune diseases. So I believe that whether we are Muslim or Christian, we still believe in God, and faith plays a key role in managing autoimmune conditions because there are times that your family members will ask you, how are you? And you know that you are not fine, you know that your heart is bleeding, but you just say, I'm fine. Because you are tired of telling them every day something negative, and you feel also sorry for them that they can't hear anything good for you, so you suffer in silence. But with God, you can pour out your heart and you will never get tired. And so a few stories. These also have some personal pictures, but it's not going out because it's just for those here. So thank you. So that is me. I was happily working and overnight my life changed, my career changed. And I've been in that situation several times. This is me. This vasculitis there is a type of autoimmune condition. It causes clotting in small to medium blood vessels. And this thing just happened overnight. You woke up with dark patches on my legs. And these are months after going through cruel torture for my skin eating itself out to become very good ulcers. Please proceed. That's my finger, which is slightly curved now. The same thing that happened to my thigh was what happened. My toenails died, blood became soft as soon as you touch it, it just freaks. And then please go back. So that picture down there, I put it there because there is discolored patches on my face, and I took that picture in 2008. I had no idea it could be linked to a very bad disease like lupus. And so that is why I always emphasize why we shouldn't take any symptom for granted. Please take note of the symptoms you go through so that you can connect the dots, even if it's not for yourself, for somebody else or colleague. Please proceed. So, we are here. Know your body, connect the dots, seek help for unexplained symptoms, practice good hygiene, watch your diet, get enough rest, drink lots of water, and the confusion can be organ specific. That means that the immune system, which is now the military that is confused, can attack a specific organ, like it will attack the skin or the nervous system or any other system. So that we call organ-specific autoimmune disease. And then we can also have multi-system autoimmune disease, which means that it has no limit. Any organ can be damaged by that particular type. And so some examples, please go back, some examples, multiple sclerosis, type 1 diabetes, and lots of people don't realize that type 1 diabetes is autoimmune. And then the multiple organs, we have lupus and rheumatoid arthritis and so many other. And a person can have more than one autoimmune disease. So you get one autoimmune disease and then it causes you to get other, and we call that polyautoimmunity. So psoriasis is also an example of autoimmune disease, and it affects the skin. The skin can scale so much. This particular gentleman has a picture of a huge pile of scales he has scrubbed off his body. Why is autoimmune awareness important to GRA. This is a money-making organization. And so we care about productivity a lot and meeting targets. And autoimmune diseases, they are chronic, they are long-term, and they cause symptoms that can woefully affect GRA's productivity. They often affect people in their productive years, most of whom are uniformed women playing paramilitary roles. The roles in GRA are demand delivery and preventive, or customs, or I don't know the name changes to my mind, only knows the old types, so please pardon me. The night shifts for those who are inspecting at Agbo, at Tema, at the borders, and all those things. There are real life threatening situations they can find themselves in when there's no awareness even about what they are suffering, or their superiors are unaware, and so they can task them to their own detriment unknowingly. So these are beautiful GRA ladies. They have been trained, they are passionate, and they are built up for service, but who knows? Because no one can tell how vulnerable they are to autoimmune disease. And if any member in your family history has autoimmune disease, it means you can get. And even if no member in your family history has, you can still trigger it. And I want to find out, please, is there anyone here who knows what killed their grand auntie? Or what killed your grandfather? Let me come closer. Exactly. And that is why we must all be very cautious, because family history plays a very important role. And because you don't know what killed your grand auntie or your grand uncle or even your uncle, you must know that you have to become aware and taking the necessary precautions. As I said before, autoimmune diseases disproportionately affect women. Over 80% of people who suffer from autoimmune diseases in the world are women. There are over 80 types of autoimmune diseases, and all of these women suffer more. However, there are few autoimmune conditions that men suffer more than women because of how it affects the body. Okay, please proceed. So I showed the picture of our beautiful GRA ladies, and I asked who knows. Autoimmune diseases strike and take our human resource out. The tribute up there is one that we wrote from our organization to Dorcas, the late Dorcas. She was a valedictorian in her year group with almost 4.0, and she was lecturing at the university. Migraine attack, and then I was struggling to find my way, and I saw two parents jump out of their cars to come and help me. And they said they were going to drive me. So I said, well, I'll be fine after a while. I'll be fine. They insisted, and I had to be confined to the headmistress office for almost 1 hour because they were so frightened. And these symptoms happen for everybody. So when you are just gaining weight with no effort, losing weight with no effort, having stomach problems, having rashes on your skin, you need to take notice. And maybe you can say that, oh, a fancy person like me has eaten X Men chewing gum all my life. Why is it that now when I eat corn, I start having inflammation? But the body is just telling me I don't want it. And so I have to adjust. So now I eat a lot of gari.
Thank you. Any question, please? Any question?
There's no way you can know.
Okay.
That's what she's saying.
Yes. I think basically, in some it's like there's no particular way to know. You just have to observe your body.
You need to observe your body and be able to connect it. But you can have a little journal, and whenever you eat something and it gives you a reaction like you're feeling nauseous or dizzy, have stomach upset, maybe you may forget it the first time, but if it keeps happening, it means there's something going on.
Wow.
But then also one thing that happened when I introspect is that when I was in Achimota school, I did sports, so I was very active, and I always worked in the hospital dispensary, and I was taking a lot of supplements. So even if you knew that I was feeling sick sometime, it was not as serious as later in my final year at the university when I completely stopped sports, and then I wasn't consistent on my anti-malaria medications, Daphrine, which I was taking since SS, and not knowing that that was helping to control the condition, because in treating lupus, anti-malaria drugs are used. Hydroxychloroquine is chloroquine. And so a lot of people can have lupus, but it will not become so serious until after many years, because oftentimes we'll be misdiagnosed as having malaria. They give you anti-malaria drugs and you'll be fine, and it will reduce the symptoms, and then you'll think you are okay until the lupus decides to go to the kidney or the lungs or the heart. Okay.
Good morning, madam. So my name is Linus. I just want to find out how does treatment affect fertility and pregnancy? Thank you.
Thank you. In the past, the chances were minimal, but now with advances in medicine and technology, you can have a successful pregnancy. Even though the statistics show like half of patients who went on admission in a major hospital don't make it, but there's a lot of room because science keeps improving. We know that the immune system is producing antibodies to fight your healthy organs and tissues. So newly conceiving, something foreign has entered, even though it's part of you, the immune system is confused about it, so it can go and attack the baby. But the medications that lupus patients consume can help deal with that. And every lupus patient goes through high-risk pregnancy. You cannot just be treated as a regular pregnant woman. So you need to be off some of these medications for about 6 months, about 3 to 6 months. You cannot just get up and get pregnant, because the medicine will impact the baby. It can cause deformities. Some medicines can. When I get pregnant, I inject my stomach sometimes up to 6 times a day with black box. And by the time I'm done with the whole gestational process, my body is black on my stomach and my thigh, because I have to look for the fatty tissues to keep injecting. And so it comes with a lot of issues. The chronic fatigue, some men's body can take pregnancy. And so we need to, I think society plays a key role in not letting women feel that they must give birth at all costs. There are options to have children. So if you try and it doesn't, your health first. There's so many children who need mothers. You can. It affects men. 90% of lupus patients are women, but 10% are also men. Men's lupus are very, very bad. So lupus affects so many papers, and when you read on it, you can say it affects reproduction. It can cause preeclampsia, can cause miscarriages. There's a whole lot of impact that it has in pregnancy.
In the absence of it's such an insightful talk. Okay.
Thank you. Please, from all that you have said, I really hear you saying that you have a personal driver or someone that assists you as you move around, because it's not your fault. So I just want to know. If not, then you may have to consider looking for somebody to be with you anywhere you go. That's my little.
Thank you so much. So, as I said, the lupus changes. So there's a time that I couldn't sit, and so I couldn't even drive. So I had to put cushions, pillows in the back seat and lie down. So we had no choice than to get a driver. And sometimes too, I get a driver, but it comes at a cost. And so sometimes when I look at my budget, then I try and force a little bit. But otherwise, unless it's critical, I won't move. But thank you so much.
Thank you too. Thank you, Madam Emma. On behalf of GRA ladies, I give you this big hug. Stand with you and for everything you've been through, and may your foundation go strong. Thank you for making time to educate us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll take the vote of thanks. After the vote of thanks, we'll take the closing prayer. Then we'll have a group photography. Health screening is still on the screen before you go. Okay. I also take particular interest in Madam Emana's counseling. Counseling of her depressed husbands and boyfriends. So please do see her and also engage her services. Madam Emana, offering counseling to our depressed husbands and boyfriends. So please do see her. I think taking your boyfriend or husband to see her is also
Juvenile lupus, which affects children and older people like that. Lupus is not contagious, and so we must show empathy. And people of African descent suffer more from lupus, especially with their kidneys, and also because we have some genetic properties and resistance to things like the trypanosoma. These things help us against like those fly endemic things, but on the flip side too, they make us prone to developing some of these conditions. And currently, there's no medical cure. It has to be managed, and that is what makes it very expensive and a lonely journey for a lot of people. The types of lupus we have are systemic lupus erythematosus, which is the most common type of lupus we have in Ghana. It is very, very common. However, there's a lot of misdiagnosis, and also people don't actually have the money to go through the whole process to be diagnosed. So there are a lot of undiagnosed patients as well. And then there's cutaneous lupus, which is discoid lupus. I believe a whole lot of people wondered why Michael Jackson became a white man, and that is the explanation are two autoimmune conditions, vitiligo and discoid lupus. Discoid lupus is also called cutaneous lupus because it affects the skin. So you can have all these big discolored patches on their skin. And then we have drug-induced lupus. We said lupus is an autoimmune condition, meaning the immune system is confused and causing problems. So drug-induced lupus means that you've taken some medications and that has caused the confusion. There is no cure for lupus. However, with drug-induced lupus, because you know the cause, when you stop taking those medications, the lupus situation will stop. And there's neonatal lupus. You can't pass lupus on to your child, but in certain cases, some babies don't get it, and they get it affecting their heart. So there's a Ghanaian woman who lives in the West, and her lupus affected her daughter's heart when she was born. So she had to put a heart pacer in the baby's chest. And when she was 9 years old, she had a cardiac problem. They had to go and change the heart pacer. So it can, some will give birth and nothing will happen to their child, or they just get some rashes and it will go off. But it's not the same for everybody. Somebody's own will be more serious than another person. The symptoms range from mild to life-threatening because our situations are different. Somebody is eating right, but they are very stressed mentally. That can trigger lupus. So no two patients are really the same, except for general symptoms that run through like fever, anemia, headache, extreme chronic fatigue. You sleep and still wake up tired. You come to bed and you just keep dozing at first. Swellings in the feet, legs, hands or eyes, chest pains, blood clots, skin deterioration, memory loss of different degrees. news. There is one of a patient who actually forgot the name of her nuclear family members. It can be that bad. Like what happened to me this morning, I just entered the laptop and then a few minutes after I couldn't even remember.
We also join our dignitaries here, all our assistant commissioners here, please. Can you do us the honors? Assistant commissioners, chief collectors, please, can you do us the honors? Ladies Club executive, please, all the executives, please. For now, assistant commissioners. You do with the ladies club executive.
I almost had a head-on collision at the Joel tent to Abilene because within that short few minutes that the traffic turned red, I slept off.
Collectors here. We are doing the first order of photography, please.
I had to be screaming Jesus, Jesus, Jesus when I saw that big truck coming towards me. So it is a risky condition to have. There are different kinds of tests that we do, but as before they diagnose lupus, like I mentioned earlier, they will need your family history. They also need to assess the symptoms that you have. So it's always advisable to take note of different symptoms that you go through, and always remember that the body does not speak fancy or ga or error, but the body speaks symptoms. So when the body tells you something and you do not pay attention to it, it will tell you up to some time and then it will push you off. And that might be a lifelong struggle. And then we do
across Western Australia.
The more we can do to build, support and ensure women have long established careers in government, the better.
Everybody can contribute in any discussion and in any decision, and focusing on drawing out those contributions so that you get a richer discussion and a better decision, regardless of people's background.
that. There's also music therapy which can be used. So you have to read more about